Hey guys, earlier today I was able to watch the Twitch stream for Vigor. Every Wednesday a dev stream is held, and I'll have the links in the description where you can see those for yourself. But today we definitely got some really good news and some big news on Vigor for Xbox One. I'm going to start off with the biggest news of them all, and that's what everybody wants to know. When is the game preview actually going to launch, and how much will it cost? So it was an hour-long stream, and they waited, of course, until the very end to tell us, which I can respect that, but I will let you know straight away just so you guys know, and then we'll move on to some other news that they unveiled during the stream. So the game preview version of Vigor will officially launch on July 30th, which is next Monday, and it will cost $20. So I kind of predicted that in my first video. I said it would probably be $20 to $30. I was hoping 20 because that's obviously less and more consumer friendly. So I do like the fact that it's $20 instead of 30 or even 40. I was kind of worried that it would be something higher and it would kind of keep players from trying out the game and buying it for themselves, but I feel like $20 is definitely a fair price for what you get. Just playing through the beta, I would have paid $20 just for that version of the game. It was a lot of fun. The environments are great, and I just had a really good time playing it, so $20 would have been a fair price, and I definitely think it's a fair price for the game preview version of the game. Now, they didn't go into too much detail about what the game preview will contain. I definitely think there's going to be more than what we had in the beta version of the game, but we'll just have to wait until the game preview comes out on Monday to find out more. Now I want to go over some of the things that they mentioned during the live stream. A lot of people were asking questions and they were firing off answers left and right, so we have some very good information from the stream that I can share with you. So first and foremost, someone asked about kill feeds and if they'll ever be added to the game, and they quickly said that no kill feeds will ever be added to the game, and I think that it's because that's what makes Vigor a little bit different compared to some other games. You don't know exactly how many players are left in the match. You don't know who killed who, so there's always that level of uncertainty when you're running around the map. Even if it's very late into the match and the radiation is creeping in and you're trying to exit, you don't know if there's still 8 players or 12 players alive, or if you're the only one left, but you always have that little hint of uncertainty in your head that keeps you on edge even during the end of the match. One thing that surprised me, they mentioned that the closed preview progress that you've made with your shelter and your weapons and everything, that progress will all continue into the game preview. Now I thought originally that the closed preview progress would be erased and then we'd start fresh on the game preview version of the game, but it looks like that we will keep everything that we have, so that's some good news for you guys. Some bad news for some of us that have been using our inventory kind of haphazardly, thinking that it doesn't matter anyway. I know I lost a couple weapons just messing around that I probably wouldn't have done otherwise, but it's not really that big of a deal. It just means I'll have to go out and find some more. Another note on this though, they said during the game preview there may be some resets in which we'll lose our progress during that time. Now I don't know what that'll entail. If they have to overhaul some things, it might have to take out some of our game progress so far. So just be aware that that's something that you may have to deal with if you do buy into the game preview. We might lose some of our progress during that time. An exciting thing that was mentioned, some people asked about PvE or other game modes. They did confirm that other game modes are being discussed, and the beta was only just the core gameplay loop, so we are only seeing a small version of what this game should become. They did mention that there might be some PvE modes, as well as some other modes that might not just be going in, looting, and getting out. We'll just have to see what that means. I'm not sure exactly what that means at this point, but obviously we'll know more in the future. But it's exciting that it's not just this one game mode. Some people were worried that the game would get boring after a while. It looks like we'll have more to play with and more to do in Vigor. They mentioned that female characters will be added in the future as well. So right now you're stuck with the base default male character. I think a lot of different customization options will be added in the future in the game preview version, and then as we get closer to the official launch, I think more and more will be added to make it more flexible, make your character look a little bit more unique than it is right now. So since this game is going free to play in February of 2019, we all know that monetization will be part of the game. But one thing that they did confirm, and I'm very grateful for, is that anything that is in the game that you can buy with real money, you can also get in the game by playing. And another great point is that the monetization will not include pay-to-win style transactions. So in other words, you can't buy a decked out AK or anything like that with real money just to get an advantage on other players that don't want to spend real world money. You may be able to buy skins for your weapons, different kind of cosmetic items, but again, they said that these things can be earned in-game just by playing. I give them 2 thumbs up for that. It's very easy for a company to just see dollar signs and just go for it. Go for the pay-to-win aspect. Go for everything being paid with real money instead of being earned in-game. So I applaud them for both keeping it fair and keeping it user-friendly by being able to get these things just by playing the game itself. A couple other things that I've gotten a lot of comments about myself: proximity chat and co-op. So first, proximity chat. There's no news on that. My guess is that it's something that needs to be worked out and approved by Microsoft, but we'll just have to see. I think a proximity chat in this game can work much better than games like PUBG. PUBG, it's mostly for laughs and things like that, but for this game, if two people come across each other and they're not really interested in fighting, they can kind of talk it out and work it out, and then you'll have to see if you trust that person. Just things like that I think can be beneficial for the game, but we'll just have to see if that's added. I know there's a lot of games that don't have proximity chat just because it's something that Microsoft has to really consider and kind of keep the safety of the players in mind so that people don't get bullied and people don't get offended by what other players say. But big games like Sea of Thieves has it, so it's not out of the question, it's just something that has to be worked out, and we'll just have to see if that's something that's added in the future. Now as far as co-op, it's coming in the future for sure. They said that that is something that they want to do, but right now I think it's going to be solo. We'll just have to see if the game preview version of the game has a hint about it, or if it does have something like duos or squads, but they did say that that's definitely something they want to add in the future version of the game. Now as far as some of the bugs that you guys have experienced during the beta, a lot of the bugs will be fixed for the game preview version of the game. They're also aware and working on the aiming, the movement, and the looting. They know that these things are not completely ironed out. Obviously this is still in development and there's definitely some room for improvement. Nobody can deny that. So hopefully we'll just have to see how fast these things progress. But even with those issues, I still enjoy the game a great deal, so I'm excited to see where it goes in the future for sure. So as of right now, the beta is actually closed, but you won't have to wait long until the game preview version of the game is available for purchase. Monday, July 30th, which is only 5 days from now, you'll be able to purchase the game preview version of Vigor for $20. But if you want to try it out for free, there's a 2-hour trial once the game preview goes live. But once that 2-hour trial is up, you'll have to purchase the game for $20 to play it until the game is fully released February of 2019. At that point, the game will be free to play for anyone on Xbox. But becoming a founder and buying the game preview version of the game is going to help fund the game, and you'll be able to give your valuable feedback to the developers to try and make this game as good as it possibly can be. It sounds like they're taking some of our suggestions very seriously, even suggestions on different types of game modes, different ways to play the game. So any feedback that you have or any ideas that you can share, definitely shoot them a tweet or go to the Vigor forums online, which I'll have linked in the description, and share your information. But yeah, that's it. You guys will have to let me know if you're excited in the comment section below. I'm excited that it is only 5 days away and not a couple months in the future that we'll be getting this game again. And I'm also excited to see all the different things that they said during the dev stream, to see when these things will be realized in the game. I think it has a ton of potential, and especially if there are going to be different modes to the game as well. This game could be going far on Xbox as an Xbox One exclusive, and I'm very happy to be covering it here on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything Vigor for Xbox One. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.